People Station 90, the People Station 93.7 WBLK. Todd Anderson. I'm here with Fred Wright. And what's your organization, Fred?
It's called Vocal New York.
Vocal New York.
Yeah, statewide community organization working to address the drug war, mass incarceration, mass homelessness, HIV and AIDS, Hep C, civil rights, all those issues.
Okay, and you guys are set up down here at Lafayette Square. What is this structure here?
Safe Shape.
Safe Shape.
Safe Shape. So, in our state right now, we have an overdose crisis, and in the country. So, just to give perspective quick, it's about 56,000 people a year dying from overdose in the United States.
Unbelievable.
And that's we're talking about a 9/11 every month. To put it in that perspective, right? And it is an alarming, terrible crisis, and we're not really addressing it as a crisis. We're kind of hoping that we'll be able to arrest our way through this and stop drugs from being sold. We've tried that for decades, and it's been a miserable failure.
Right.
So we're rushing out in front to say, look, there are many different options how to address this. This is part of it.
Okay.
So this is in 67 cities, 9 countries, there's about 100 programs that are called safe drug consumption programs. A place where I would go to use my drugs that are legally in a health setting.
Oh, okay.
So there's nurses, doctors there at the site.
Right.
And I would go in there to inject my heroin or smoke whatever, my crack or whatever it is I'm going to smoke.
Wow.
In a setting where I'm not going to die.
Better than dying, right?
Yeah. And the key thing about this, we know from, for example, there's a program in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, called Insight. That's been there for 10 years.
Okay.
They've had millions of people go into that program and inject drugs. No one has ever died from an overdose.
Any pushback?
Well, yes, definitely. Some. Yeah, I mean, I think there's going to be more. The more we bring this issue to the fore, we raise awareness. People, we've all been kind of, I would say brainwashed about drug users are bad people.
Yeah,
they're not human. They're monsters, and they need to be put away or killed or, put out of sight, not, they've made bad choices, they're weak. All these terrible, dehumanizing things, right? So that is ingrained in all of us, So what we're trying to do is replace that and add a different story, a different narrative, right?
Can you take me inside?
Yeah, sure. Let's go through.
Now, what is this? Are you at Buffalo? Are you local?
No, my office is in New York. We're partnered here with Evergreen.
Oh, okay.
They're a big service provider, and they're very much invested in this, in helping the community.
Okay.
And they're seeing a lot of drug users, trying to help people. They're doing syringe exchange, right?
I got about 2 minutes left on this.
So come on through.
Okay. Now, what is this called again?
Safe Shape.
Safe Shape.
Yeah. So we might have to wait. We have these photos of people.
Safer consumption.
Yeah. So we've been doing this around the state, taking Polaroids of people. We've gone to Albany, Poughkeepsie, Rochester, Ithaca. We're going to go to Syracuse. We're going to go to where else are we going to go? Yeah, 10 locations. We went to the Bronx, City Hall, New York City. We did the same thing.